Ever wonder what it's like to be in a country where happiness trumps wealth, or where you might find buildings decked out in giant art? That's, well, kinda out there? What about a place where the whole country fits inside a city, or traditions that make you go, ha? Let's take a whirl around the globe and peek into some spots that might just redefine strange for you. Ready for a little trip to the unexpected? Before we jump into this captivating list, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our latest content. Now let's begin our exploration. Number 5. Vatican City, a world within walls. Did you ever think a whole country could fit inside a city? Well, Vatican City packs a punch in its pint-sized borders. Imagine walking streets where every corner whispers tales of ancient lore, where the leaders don't just govern, they wear robes and have a direct line to the divine. Ever heard of a place with more priests per square foot than anywhere else? It's not just about the spirituality, it's about a unique way of life that blends centuries-old traditions with the heartbeat of Rome. How does a country with no jails keep order? Or what's it like having a king who's also a pope? Number 4. Bhutan, the last Shangri-La. Imagine a place where happiness is more than just a feeling, it's the law. Bhutan, a hidden gem nestled in the Himalayas, might just be the closest thing we have to Shangri-La. With lush forests covering most of the land and ancient monasteries perched on mountain cliffs, it's like stepping into a different world. But it's not just the scenery that's unique, it's the way of life. How does a country measure success not by wealth, but by joy? Bhutan's mix of deep-rooted happiness, spicy cuisine, and colorful traditions make it a fascinating study in living differently. Number 3. Kazakhstan, a blend of nomads and futurism. Now, let's swing over to Kazakhstan, a place where the ancient Silk Road meets the space age. Ever heard of a country where astronauts land more often than in any sci-fi movie? Kazakhstan's vast steppes have witnessed the rise and fall of empires. Yet today, they host a cosmic ballet of spaceships and satellites. But there's more to this country than just its stargazing pedigree. Picture a dish made of horse meat that's a national delicacy, or a sport that involves wrestling for a goat carcass on horseback. And yet, amidst these age-old traditions, cities like Astana dazzle with futuristic architecture that looks straight out of a sci-fi epic. It's a land of contrasts where tradition and modernity dance a fascinating tango. Number 2. North Korea, behind the veil. And then there's North Korea, a land wrapped in enigma. Ever wonder what life's like in the world's most secretive state? Unlike many nations, it operates under a strict totalitarian regime, where access to information and communication is heavily controlled. Its unique isolation from the rest of the world has given rise to a myriad of wonders and mysteries, from its towering monuments dedicated to the Kim dynasty to the sprawling underground metro system in Pyongyang, often referred to as the world's deepest subway. Yet behind its veil of mystery lies a nation with a rich cultural heritage and a people whose resilience and spirit endure amidst the complexities of international politics. Number 1. Belarus, a whisper from the past. Lastly, let's venture into the enigmatic heart of Europe, Belarus. In a continent racing towards the future, Belarus holds on to the whispers of its past. It's like a living museum, where Soviet-era relics stand shoulder to shoulder with ancient castles and unspoiled nature. But Belarus is more than just a time capsule. It's a country with its own peculiar charm. Have you ever visited a place where the capital has been rebuilt more times than it's been counted, or where you can find a museum dedicated to the oddities of the human body? It's a land that's off the beaten path for most travelers, offering a unique glimpse into a world that feels familiar yet entirely different. And there you have it, a whirlwind tour of some of the planet's most unique corners. From the spiritual serenity of Bhutan to the secretive shadows of North Korea, each destination has its own tale, begging to be explored beyond the surface. We've journeyed through lands where ancient traditions and futuristic visions collide, revealing the rich tapestry that makes up our world. Now it's your turn to dive into the conversation. Which of these countries sparked your curiosity the most? Have you encountered any other places with equally strange and wonderful stories? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, Share this journey with your fellow adventurers, and don't forget to subscribe for more explorations into the fascinating oddities our world has to offer. Your next discovery is just a click away.